Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is DB333, and welcome back to, I'm not going to say Hearts of Iron this time, Doki Doki Literature Club. Last video, we're getting closer to Yuri, but I'm kind of worried about our deal with Sayori, because she's a nice person, I like her. I genuinely do. This isn't just my dick talking, it's my heart. That's a very misogynistic way of putting it. I apologize. I do. I truly do. To any women who are watching this, which, according to my analytics, are about 1.5% of my viewer average. The rest is a big fucking sausage fest. I apologize. You know, I just think it's funny. That's it. But, I mean, we got a good thing going with Yuri. I want to show my poem to her. Muhammad, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. But what do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Muhammad, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? I eat in the dumpster. I eat out of a dumpster. I don't know what you're talking. I didn't know that. It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? Those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. Who would make fun of your body type? I mean, I was making jokes about it, but I wasn't making fun of it. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Muhammad. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings. And all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No. That's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Muhammad. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if the other people don't see it that way, then fuck them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. You want me to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. Oh man, the sequel. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I'm too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arms. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. That flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. That's fucking beautiful. Goddamn. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems are usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can... the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally backs towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah. I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. I should talk to Sayori next. I'm doing the same pattern, I realize, but I should talk to her. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I mean, though. It's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Muhammad. Sayori? Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything, okay? I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oh no. God, I feel really bad now. Okay, Natsuki. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next! Oh, fuck, that was quick. Hey, Monica! Hi, Muhammad. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people... I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see you. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Muhammad. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of different things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I feel bad she has a hard time at socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all of her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyways, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. The old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose. And that was all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, last adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist, but one also has failed me, when the others have turned away, the legend that is all remains, the last dimming star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall even more, gentler as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking, but before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found everything. I have found every answer, all of which amounts to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Well, that isn't too creepy. You know, I feel like learning and looking forward for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought in it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who will enjoy writing, then sharing it becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literary club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second! Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Oh. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not. Oh, God. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please. Show some decency. Oh, come on! She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What'd she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Heh. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as he stares at her desk and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Mohammed, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I would really appreciate all of that. That's my suggestion. I spend the weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are they going to respond to that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Mohammed may not like to be around if you can only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on! I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? I'm going through the tape. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Mohammed to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. and baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Muhammad to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle down this already? Yeah. Muhammad, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. God, we really gotta worry about Sayori, right? I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we already neighbors and... But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us? We're gonna get what you're gonna do this. Okay, Yuri. Well, I'd probably be the most helpful at helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something to me. No! I was just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Muhammad? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Muhammad? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it turns out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything! No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Muhammad picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for this event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kinda surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already had trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri's only trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work out perfectly, I can already tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No. I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. Oh? You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of this whole event. I believe you. Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. They start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door. They chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers. We got the digits, boys and girls. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Mohammed. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me before you because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? Oh... I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you might have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Huh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eye for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this! Yuri's gonna come to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait! It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we're even texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Oh no. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Mohammed! Okay, Jesus. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it has always been. Actually, look. Actually, I see the paper on the ground. Never mind. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you gonna be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. Alright, COVID. Wait, this is out before COVID, never mind. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So just me and Yuri then. Yep! There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Mohammed. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this... it's just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already! Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gave me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Mohammed. But... you're wrong! Nothing happened to me. I've already been like this. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Mohammed? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me! You don't understand at all, Mohammed. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you wouldn't have to waste effort caring about me. I thought someone was calling me shit. Instead of doing important things, I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone else be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Muhammad. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Muhammad. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Muhammad. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at my sides. She'd start sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Muhammad. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in it to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know! Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Muhammad. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. That's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this happens to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Oh no. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see someone that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be more common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure we'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around it curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so, that's very considerate of you to do. Nah. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Did I skip a line? Okay, I didn't. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look up in that! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She put both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess, I'm determined to provide an example that will lead them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Right? Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually. Is that so? It makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. There's a weird feeling in my mouth right now. It's like my tongue is cramping up. Fuck. Maybe some water will help. I don't know. I've been speaking a lot today, though. I had to help a couple people. I had tutoring today, so I had to teach people some of that.
Today was midterm, so I really had to go into stuff. Form. So, I've been speaking a lot the past couple days, I'm noticing. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? I don't know what hippie shit that is. Oh, is that so? It is one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. That smells wonderful. Wow. What kind of mood is that for? Is that Gwyneth Paltrow? Candle I smelled? This is a jasmine essential oil. Ooh, jasmine, okay. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? That's a good way to describe it, yeah. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides me more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It'll also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a bit intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Mohammed. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. I'm playing a fucking visual novel right now. I'm not in the room to judge. Take it to their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Sure, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and a feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. So I'm technically laughing at you, but... well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool-looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Oh, fuck yeah. What kind of question is that? Hell yeah, I do. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of a knife with my index finger. Ow! Muhammad! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks for— Oh, fuck! Oh! Damn, this is getting kinky! I didn't know we'd be doing blood play. What the fuck? Urine blood. No. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively put my hand back. Oh. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise. I guess she was just trying to help, right? I think you're overacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this, for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyways. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Muhammad! How do you know that turns me on? Did you really just do that? Now we're even! Yuri just looked at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oils, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Muhammad. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. Oh, I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thing coming up with all this, Yuri. Good thinking. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it! What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Fair enough. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so... Let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Did I have that word written down? I didn't write that word down. I didn't use it. I probably did. After the first, I'm going to write down. Starting with the color first, sunrise, and then daytime, and then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, it'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling the banner, you and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolor feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person. Even with something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, or simply sharing the experience with someone who can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you would understand. Yuri leans over the banner, grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah! Or whatever that's supposed to be. Sorry. Shit, my head. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I wish I would fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Oh, it's hot, you say? Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. I found a new kink. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression I recognize from when she read her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation throughout my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded these days. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished fitting the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, that's totally fine.
Oh, wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work. Well... Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. Yeah, it's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all their things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time. It can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, we can go somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Mohammed. Yuri takes a step closer to me, and briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Oh, she's getting close. I can see the anti-aliasing. Damn! Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as suddenly Yuri pulls back. Sayori? Huh? Hi, Mohammed. Sayori, what's up? Just now we weren't... It's okay, Mohammed. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so... I'll just see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. Oh, that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears are starting to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me? Why am I feeling this way, Mohammed? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? Mine is splitting in half too, god damn it. It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Mohammed. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden on your mind, is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Mohammed. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Mohammed. I like you so much that I want to die! That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I always said I know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings. I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm gonna give you. Sayori. Oh, God! Oh, no. Yuri is so great, but Sayori... What do I do? Why am I so invested in this? You know what? I mean, I love her, but not like that. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you'd seem after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult things right now, but... Please, this is shitty. Please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? Ask Yuri, I mean, what? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I can get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing... You're also right. I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Mohammed. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori smiles. Smile finally breaks. All of a sudden she turns around and drops to her knees. How do I do? That was bad. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as... Oh, that was a scream. Ah! That was horrible. I screamed a lot before. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is.
even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, something different. I know these thoughts will continue plague until things are back to the way they were. I'm gonna give it everything I got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's our day of a festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going up to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should nearly be complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Muhammad! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that all have the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on the days like this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I remember suddenly what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone and wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Muhammad. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Hanging? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, I stammer embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned her down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out that pamphlet? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grab onto one of the pamphlets laid on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will, definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during their practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Get out of my head. 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 Get out of... Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Muhammad? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from anything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna get Sayori. So, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me.
I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and all I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really isn't a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I already know what's happening and I'm not looking forward to it. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Fuck! I knew that was coming and it still got me. Oh, fuck. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until up a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and everything will be okay. And then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized screams still echo in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I knew she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Wait a second. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Oh, what the fuck? Oh, fuck! I knew that would happen and it still got me! Oh, I feel like a piece of shit. When the actual fuck?
I need a moment. Holy shit. I'm cutting it here. I know that this isn't just yet. Can I go back? Error. Character _ Sayori.chr. The file is missing or corrupt. Save file is corrupt. Starting a new game. Oh, okay. Main menu. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to... My save game's still there? They're gone. Holy shit, they're gone. Alright, I'm gonna cut it here. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next time. Like this video, leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you have any feedback for me, leave in the comment section below. I read all the comments I get. I appreciate any all feedback you kind of folks may have for me. If you want to send me back my way, Patreon. Channel play games on the Discord. Twitch, all that's in the description box below. I can't think right now. Holy fuck. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. My name has been DB333. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.